Welcome back. Welcome back. Today, you are watching the podcast, The Life in the Mirror. And I want to thank you for taking your time, clicking the button, and watching this video. And I thank you. Today's topic is going to be about the fight. And I know you're sitting there and wondering, what does this man mean about the fight? And I'm glad you asked. So basically, what I mean when I say about the fight, just say if it was a person on their deathbed at the hospital and they dying, the doctor saying you're not going to make it through the night, and you have to sit there and fight for your life just to make it. Just say, just another way, just say if your marriage was on rocky ground and it wasn't doing good, and one of the person in the marriage say, you know what, I'm going to continue to fight for this marriage, the fight. Let me give you two good examples of two people who had to fight. Now, there was this in the Bible. There was this blind man who's just sit right outside of Jericho, and since he was blind, he couldn't see, he couldn't work, especially back in those days, and so he had to beg for his money. So when the people would pass by, he would beg them for money. And one day he heard a crowd, and he was like, "Man, the people are extra excited. What's going on?" And so he asked somebody. He's like, "Hey, what's going on?" He said, Jesus of Nazareth is passing by. And he was like, "Who?" And he's like, "Jesus, he's passing by." And so the blind man is like, "Wait a minute, is this the man who be doing all this healing?" He was thinking to himself, and all of a sudden he starts screaming. He said, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." Now the people who was talking to the blind man was trying to get him to be quiet. They're trying to get him to shut up. But the more they did that, the more the blind man was willing to fight. And he kept saying, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." And the more they tried to get him to stop, the more he kept screaming at. He had the heart to fight. And all of a sudden, Jesus stopped. And he said, "Man, why don't y'all tell that man to come over here?" And so they brought him over. He said, "What do you want from me?" And the blind man said, "I want to see." And then Jesus told him, "Your faith and your heart to fight is what healed you." And so Jesus healed the blind man. Another good example, I know some of y'all know this boxer, Sugar Ray Robinson, back in the 60s. I mean, on some people's list, he's the pound for pound best fighter in the world. Some people list. I mean, he's one of my best fighters. And he was a middleweight champion. So he was in this fight and he was losing. He was losing bad. And his corner was getting ready to like throw in a towel. The referee was like, "Man, I'm about to stop this fight." So he went to Sugar Ray Robinson. When the end was over, he's like, "Look, I'm about to stop this fight." And his corner was, thinking the same thing. And so Sugar Ray Robinson was like, "Look, just give me one more round. And if nothing happens, if I don't improve or nothing happens, you can stop this fight. Just give me one more round." So they're like, "All right," they agreed. You only got one more round. Sugar Ray Robinson knew this was it. I'm not getting anything after this. This is it. So he had to put all his eggs in the basket. He knew he was going to have to go out there and fight because he knew this was it. They was going to stop this fight. He went out there, the bell rang, he went out there, and he ended up knocking this guy out. He stopped the fight. See, Sugar Ray Robinson knew in his circumstances, just like the blind man, the chips was down, the cards, the decks was against him. But both of them had the heart to fight. They had the willpower to keep fighting. Now, everybody can relate to this. I can relate to this. I don't know how many times I wanted to give up. Circumstances had me down, life was beating me down, and everybody can relate to this. But the question I want to ask, do you have the heart to fight? Do you have the heart to fight for your life? Do you have the heart to fight for your marriage? Do you have the heart to fight just whatever, do you have a heart to pick yourself up off the ground and keep fighting? Again, I want to thank you for watching this video, and please take the time to hit the like button, to leave a comment, and also share this video. I thank you, and God bless.